The judges are Lou Tabbitt, Bill Graham, and Paul Smith. Your referee, once again, is Richard Steele. This is the main event of the evening. 10 rounds of boxing in the junior welterweight division. Introducing, in the red corner, fighting out of San Jose, California, weighing in at 140 1/4 pounds, with a professional record of 20 wins, 3 defeats, 1 draw, and 16 KOs. Here is Mitchell Julien. And in the blue corner, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing 138 pounds. His professional record consists of 27 wins, 5 defeats, with 18 KOs. He is a former junior lightweight champion of the world, Roger Mayweather.
Mayweather, a more popular figure than Mitchell Julien. Richard Steele is again the third man in the ring.
Okay, listen, I gave both of you instruction in the dressing room. I want you to obey my...
Oh, I kissed at him, Richard. The guy gave him a kiss on the cheek.
Wow. Wait a minute.
That was wild.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to lose control of either one of you, okay? If you do another thing like that, I'm going to penalize someone. Now let's shake hands and good luck to both of us. Shake hands.
Well, that may be a first.
Yeah,
that may be a first.
Throw me away. I've seen it all now.
Mitchell Julien, who leaned over and kissed Roger Mayweather on the cheek. It's that simple. And I guess to unnerve him, I think. I want to think that. Tell me that's the reason.
Well, here we go.
My, oh, my, oh, my.
I don't think I'll explore the possibilities of that any further. Julien is in the white trunks and Roger Mayweather in black. Julien has enough signs on him that you could spend most of the evening reading them. One of the big ones is Speed Kills down on the right pant leg. And Roger Mayweather has the skull on his. Skull and crossbones down the pants leg. And his, as Julien slips and goes down, Steele wipes the gloves off, and here we go. Action continues in this, the first of scheduled 10.
Not to belabor a point, but that strange action by Julien may have been designed to get Mayweather mad. He may feel that Mayweather, who reputedly has a weak chin and has been hurt and knocked down by lots of fighters, maybe he wants Mayweather to start quickly so he can nail him with something.
Well, for the second time in less than 10 seconds, Julien's gloves are on the canvas and has to be wiped off. Before action can continue. A very slow start to this junior welterweight 10-round event. Roger Mayweather out of the same stable under the aegis of Billy Baxter. And yet Dana Ralston also out of that stable. Not a very popular fighter here in Las Vegas. The crowd would lead you to believe that Mayweather is.
Yes, Roger Mayweather's always provided action. Jesse Reed working as the trainer with Roger Mayweather, and Boston had Johnny Taco in his corner.
Minute 30 remaining and counting down here in round number 1.
God bless Johnny Taco, but his explanation of why Dana Ralston didn't fight as a lefty made no sense to me. If his left hand was hurt, that meant nothing, because those right hooks were bouncing off the head of Stevenson, and even Johnny admitted it. But you know, that's an old story. We'll deal with that sometime in the future at more length, maybe.
Right hand, yes. Julien scores with the right hand, and Mayweather giving ground and backing up. Julien following the left jab in with the right hand.
The Mayweather attack, it's really never changed much. The jab, the straight right hand, occasionally an uppercut or hook.
The right by Mayweather looked better than it was, but that right was better than it looked. Caught Julien on the chin.
You're right. I think it hurt Julien.
Indeed. Half a minute remaining and the seconds counting down. Mayweather also scored with the right to the body. Mayweather's had some interesting bouts of late. Remember he pulled Whitaker's trunks down. I mean, we've had some moments, haven't we?
And now he's been kissed.
Well, I don't know. May want to change him to some other line of work. Round 2 coming up after this.
And Roger Mayweather landed this excellent right hand to the head of Julien, and expect to see a few more of those before this fight is over. And Julien took that one pretty well, though.
Round number 2, scheduled for 10. These are junior welterweights. Mayweather slept through the weigh-in this morning. I had not heard officially, but I think he was fined by the Nevada State Athletic Commission.
But he's always fined. But he's always late to weigh-ins, and he's always fined. So.
Chopped a right-handed Julien, backing up, caught him coming in. Julien lands a right hand of his own. Mayweather takes it and then comes back with a right hand of his own.
Mayweather's doing a very smart thing. He's throwing that right to the body and then bringing it up to the head next time around. He's alternating, jabbing to the body and the head, and then mixing that up as well.
So the weigh-in for Roger Mayweather was just a rumor. He appeared about 2 hours after everybody else had been there to tip the Toledos, and so his weight was reported at 138 pounds, as announced by Chuck Hall, the announcer, and 140 1/4 for Julien.
Well, everybody else came to the 10 o'clock weigh-in. He came to the 12 o'clock weigh-in. Whatever the case.
What is it, $1 a dollar? Something about a scout that used to come at 10 o'clock and then you come at noon?
Whatever, he's here and he made the weight, and he's bouncing right hands off Mitchell Julien's head, which is what he does. It's what he does best.
Julien has a pretty good record, all things considered. 20-3 with 1 draw and 16 knockouts. So he does have some punching power. 30 remaining here in round number 2.
But as we pointed out, his losses, which have come in the last year or so by and large, have come when he's fought a little better caliber fighter. Andy, he lost to Andy Nance, he lost to Javier Suazo. And while neither of those guys are as good as Mayweather, probably, they are legitimate junior welterweights. That's the question we're asking ourselves about Mayweather.
Well, with the way this fight started out with a kiss on the cheek, it leads you to think of all. It's fraught with possibilities, this entire bout, no question about it. And even Richard Steele, who is certainly a qualified third man in the ring, no matter who's fighting, was taken aback by the whole thing, as you might imagine.
But with possibilities that I think we have no intention of going into.
Well, we're not going into that, no. 30 seconds left in round number 2. Mayweather in the black and Julien in white. This fight has really been at long range, Al. I get the impression they're just a few inches away from really having a good fight.
Well, or a couple inches away from one of those Mayweather right hands ending it, either way.
Seconds ticking down, just a handful left as Steele steps between the two. We'll be back to see the action pick up in round 3 after this. Round number 3, scheduled for 10. We're at beautiful Bally's in Las Vegas, Nevada. Hotel and Casino. I'm Tom Kelly, along with Al Bernstein. Roger Mayweather in the black trunks, in the white trimmed with red, Mitchell Julien. I guess what I was trying to say, Al, at least for me, fights at long range like this are always very difficult for me to score.
Yeah, they are hard because people are landing 1 or 2 shots and then there's not much else. Unless it's real clear-cut who's landing. I have Mayweather winning the first 2 rounds. I don't know if you did.
Yeah, I did. It's just that I guess that I'm stating the obvious. It's a lot easier to score a fight where you can actually see a lot of punches land and combinations rather than one thrown and then a clinch.
Although by the same token, when there are sparing punches from the outside, you can count them pretty easily.
Oh, yeah.
So, well, Mayweather, Julien has decided to fight this fight at long range, and he's a little taller than Roger Mayweather, which Mayweather didn't see much as a junior lightweight, even as a lightweight. As he moves up to junior welterweight, he will see that from time to time.
Left hand by Julien drives Mayweather back. He grabs and holds, and some wild swinging by both men.
That could be a significant exchange for this reason. Mayweather nailed Julien with 2 or 3 right hands in that melee. They weren't great rights. Julien walked right through him and was able to land a few.
This is round number 3. About a minute and a half now remaining in this standstill. This is scheduled for 10. Clubbing right hand by Mayweather. Julien went rushing by him. Right hand just whistled over the top of Julien's head.
Julien was wide open. Now, I'll tell you, I'm surprised Mayweather isn't hitting with more rights. There's one. I think he's got Julien in a little bit of trouble right now.
Julien is very wild and missing, and Mayweather scores with a solid right, hits him with another. then gives him a little shove that sends him to the deck. They're calling it a knockdown.
That is a knockdown.
At 4, 5, 6,
7, 8. You okay, Julien? All right. Let's go.
You heard the exchange between Steele and Julien. Are you okay, Julien? He said, I'm all right. Right hand by Mayweather again.
A prototypical Roger Mayweather fight. He gets you with the right every time.
Half a minute remaining and counting down in round number 3. Solid right hand. Followed that left jab. And again a clubbing right hand by Mayweather as Julien was rushing by him.
And Roger wisely mixing in a few left hooks. Mitchell Julien looks like he's ready to go. And even though he's just a few seconds left in this round, he needs the rest.
Oh, fine uppercut. Followed a right hand and down went Julien. Steele pushes Mayweather away at 4.
5, 6.
Julien up at 6.
7, 8.
Not going to let it continue. Richard Steele is stopping it. Down for the second time. Steele saw something as he looked in the eyes of Julien and just said, no, that's it.
Not a bad decision. And you know what was nice about it? Oh, Roger Mayweather just planted a kiss on Mitchell Julien. And I'll tell you what, that was a message there. He said, well, I'll tell you what, buddy, I just knocked you out and take that. Oh, man, I'll tell you. Okay.
Kisses and right hands here in this our main event at Bally's.
Gives new meaning to the word kisser, doesn't it?
All right, one on the kisser from each fighter. Mayweather with several on the kisser. Right hands, that is, as he put Julien down twice in round number 3, and referee Richard Steele stopped it. Let's take a look at the knockdowns that decided this one. Here's the first one.
The jab setting up the Mayweather right hand, that is a very typical way for him to land. And then the counter as Julien is off balance. And Mitchell Julien was often off balance. And it's a similar scenario to end the fight. The jab, the right hand, that one kind of glances a little bit. Good uppercut by Mayweather. Well, it was actually the left uppercut that sent him down for the second time, and Richard Steele had seen enough once Julien got up.
So Mayweather's the winner. For the official call on it, let's go to Chuck Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Richard Steele stops the bout at 3 minutes, 10 seconds of the 4th round. The winner by a TKO, Roger Mayweather.
I didn't hear him say 3 minutes and 10 seconds of the 4th round, did I?
Can't be. Well,
the
Bell
third
can't
round.
stop the
I think it was in the 3rd round.
Right.
Yeah. All right. At any rate, Roger Mayweather the winner. Mayweather's record now goes to 28-5 and 19 knockouts as he continues apace now as a junior welterweight. And we'll be up to find out how Mayweather likes the junior welterweight division. He's 2-0 since moving up. But first, we'll pause for this important announcement.
Back at Bally's here in Las Vegas, Roger Mayweather, along with his trainer Jesse Reed, and Roger,
My manager, Billy Baxter.
and your manager, Bill, he's back there. I gave him a plug before already.
Okay.
We'll get him in here. Roger, you were, the start of this fight was strange. The guy kissed you on the cheek. Did it get you mad?
Yeah, it got me a little upset. Jesse told me don't let it get to me, you know. And but it got to me because that thing never happened to me before in boxing. Something like that never happened. And so by him doing it, he being a cutie and wearing his tassels and whatever. But I figured in time, you know, it all catch up with him. In the end, I guess you see me kiss him, so that was a kiss for the payback.
Yeah, I saw that. You were able to get the right hand, and you almost always are. It's just a question of whether the guy gets to you, but you are so quick with the right, you can almost always get it in. Do you think as a junior welterweight, you hurt this guy, are you going to be able to hurt junior welterweights?
Oh, I can punch, I believe now at any weight, you know, whether it's junior welterweight, you know, lightweight, junior lightweight. I've always been a puncher. I think if you're a puncher, and, you know, I don't like I carry a lot of fat, you know, I carry all muscle, so it's not affecting me to move up, you know, to junior welterweight, because actually I'm like 138, 139, so I carry the punch up in that weight.
Jesse, what do you think about this performance?
Well, I'm pleased of the win. You know, I know Roger can do better. I see some things that we got to work on, and Roger knows and I know he's got to be more than a one-sided fighter. He's more than a right-handed puncher. The last fight, he knocked the guy cuckoo with a left hook. So he's got to start getting more confidence in his combinations and putting them together and be loose and controlling his temper. So we're going to work a lot on that. As far as ability, and Roger's got all that. It's just a matter of him getting right in his mind and learning how to handle certain situations.
All right, well, you did handle it tonight. Let's take a look at one of those right hands that did score a knockdown, Roger, and this is early on here.
Well, I was setting him up. I seen he was getting a little bit fatigued. He was loading up them big wild punches. And you see, I was just stepping back, taking my time, picking my shot. And when the right shot came along, you know, I was going to take it. And eventually, hopefully, he was going to come out of there like he did.
Good counter punching. And now you will actually see in the end of the fight, it is not a right hand. It's a left uppercut that hurts him.
Right. The left uppercut, he was looking for the right hand over the top. So that's why I dug the left uppercut. And I was trying to hit him with it twice because I didn't feel like I got the right impact on it. But he was there, and he caught it, and you see where he went down.
I think he did get the right impact on it, at least from his standpoint. Congratulations, Roger.
Thank you.